Stated in my last video, you're not going to get healthier mentally if you're not getting healthier physically. It's going to be much harder to achieve mental wellness if you're not physically well. The same is actually true for physical wellness. You're going to find it very hard to stick to a physical health regime if you're not mentally well, but it's easier to take care of one's physical health than one's mental health. How do I know that? I'm batshit crazy, but I take care of my physical health. But the point is, what you need to understand is that there are different full immersion healthy lifestyles that will help you to take care of all aspects of your health all at once. The healthy lifestyle that I follow are the 8 laws of health, the Seventh-day Adventist 8 laws of health. So it starts with nutrition. Okay, so one's daily eating choices have a significant impact on their health. The first step is to have a satisfying meal in the morning. The significance of lunch cannot be overstated, blah, 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 blah. So you want to cut back on sugar, salt, and fat. Now this, I found no, I need more salt. Simply because when you don't eat very much refined foods, you tend to become sodium deficient, which has happened to me quite a bit. Eat a hearty breakfast, a light lunch, and a quick dinner. Don't eat after midnight, blah, 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 blah. Be cautious while combining meals, blah, blah, blah. Avoid I don't believe in food combining per se. With me, I think what's important about nutrition is sticking to the healthiest 100% plant-based diet in my case, and also supplementing with key nutrients, okay? So next is exercise or physical activity. The human body is an amazing system that needs regular exercise, okay? Walking is regarded as the best kind of exercise, at least by the Seventh-day Adventists. What I find to be the best form of exercise is actually stretching and strengthening exercises like Pilates. Swimming, cycling, gardening. What you have to remember is the best kind of exercise is also the exercise you're going to do. If you're not going to do it, it's not going to matter what kind of exercise it is. You have to pick one you're going to do. Drink water, pure water. Okay, the body's fluids, tissues, and cells become dehydrated. When it's dehydrated, it makes the blood thicker, which raises the risk of heart disease and stroke. Dehydration can cause headaches, fatigue, and fainting spells that resemble hypoglycemia. Sunlight. Be careful not to overexpose yourself to the sun. The vitamins in food are released by sunshine, so get some sunshine. Temperance. Temperance is important. Temperance is the abstinence from drugs, alcohol, nicotine. Basically, don't eat excessively, don't work excessively, don't do anything in excess, and completely avoid things like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, etc. Get plenty of fresh air, get plenty of rest. And that's not just sleep, that's also rest, but sleep is important. Trust in God. As I said, I'm not a particularly religious person. What I found is it's very important to realize that you're not God, and you need to accept things you can't change, focus on things you can change, and figure out ways to change things that you can change. It's important to understand, though, that you're not God. You don't have control over everything, and that's okay. Okay, moving on here. Many people don't understand this, but yoga is actually a complete system of health. Okay? It really is, and people need to understand that. It's a complete system of mental and physical health. I used to be fully dedicated to the yogic lifestyle through Telema. Yoga is one of the bases of Telema, of the magical system of Aleister Crowley, and I used to be fully dedicated to this. I believe that being dedicated to a yogic lifestyle is perhaps the most immersive thing you can do to make yourself mentally and physically healthy. So, number one, ahimsa, non-violence, non-harming of other living things. This is why you should be a vegan or vegetarian. Satya, truthfulness, don't lie. Asteya, non-stealing, don't take things that aren't yours. Brahmacharya, chastity, marital fidelity, and sexual restraint. Meaning don't practice promiscuity and don't practice inappropriate sexual behaviors, of course. The niyamas, purity, cleanliness of mind, body, and speech. Santosha, contentment, acceptance of others, acceptance of one's circumstances as they are in order to get past or change them. Optimism for self. So again, acceptance. Tapas, persistence, perseverance, austerity, asceticism, and self-discipline. Svadhyaya, not great with these Sanskrit words. Study of the Vedas, study of self, self-reflection, introspection of the self's thoughts, speech, and actions. Not even going to try that one, but it's contemplation of Ishvara, of basically of Brahman, of the supreme reality. Okay. Asana. This is the asana is postures, the yogic postures, the stretches. Okay. Pranayama is the breathing techniques. Pratyahara is a drawing within one's awareness. So it's focusing inward. Dharana. Dharana means concentration, introspection, focus, and one-pointedness of the mind. Dhyana literally means contemplation and reflection. Samadhi, this would be, this is the ultimate goal, this is the enlightenment, this is the merging of the Atman and the Brahman. Becoming one, the yoking, where yoga comes from, where the term yoga comes from. So this is from bluezones.com. This is the Power 9. This is very similar to the... so this is the places where people live a really long time. They live to 100, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people live to 100. So you have Barbagia, region of Sardinia, Icaria and Greece, Nicoya Peninsula and Costa Rica, the Seventh-day Adventists in Loma Linda, California, and Okinawa, Japan. Okay, so what is the Blue Zone lifestyle? Move naturally. Find purpose. Downshift, relax. The 80% rule. So the 80% rule is, oh God, I can't stand this. Harahachi boo. Harahachi boo. I swore I would never say it again. Harahachi boo. It's all the Confucian mantra said before meal remind to stop eating when 80% full. Plant slant. Eat mostly plants. Beans, including fava, black soy, and lentils, are the cornerstone of most centenarian diets. Meat, mostly pork, is eaten on average only 5 times per month. Serving sizes are very small, 3 to 4 ounces, about the size of a deck of cards. People in all blue zones except the Adventists drink alcohol moderately. I would recommend not drinking alcohol, okay? Belongingness. All but 5 of the 263 centenarians they interviewed belong to some faith-based community. Denomination doesn't seem to matter. Research shows that attending faith-based services 4 times per month will add 4 to 14 years to your life expectancy. Put your loved ones first. Successful centenarians in the blue zones put their families first. This means keeping aging parents and grandparents nearby or in the home. It lowers disease and mortality rates of children in the home too. They commit to a life partner, which can add up to 3 years of life expectancy, and invest in their children with time and love. They'll be more likely to care for you when the time comes. Pick the right tribe. The world's longest lived people choose or were born into the right social circles. In Okinawa, they call them moais. Okinawan women have these groups of 5 friends, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I would highly recommend people go to the Blue Zones website, read the Blue Zones book, learn about Dan Butner, learn about the Blue Zones project, etc., etc., etc. So what is The Way to Happiness? The Way to Happiness was a book written by L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, it's also a foundation. The Way to Happiness Foundation International is a nonprofit 501c3 incorporated in 1984, headquartered at 201 East Broadway, Glendale, California. The foundation coordinates the activities of Way to Happiness International Network, including continental and national offices, associates, and local groups. The Way to Happiness Foundation International is a division of the Association for Better Living and Education, or ABLE, and is a Scientology-related entity under the 1993 IRS closing agreement. The booklet for The Way to Happiness contains a set of 21 precepts which were written by L. Ron Hubbard. This is a complete lifestyle that helps one to take care of themselves and to cultivate better mental and physical health. This is also, ironically, probably, while it's by far maybe the most immersive, it is also the simplest and least effort is needed for this one. So you'll notice that this is a lot of what is taught in universal. These are the universal truths of many religions that Mr. Hubbard has put down here. So number 1, take care of yourself. Number 2, be temperate. Number 3, don't be promiscuous. Number 4, love and help children. Number 5, honor and help your parents. Number 6, set a good example. Number 7, seek to live with the truth. Number 8, do not murder. Number 9, don't do anything illegal. Number 10, support a government designed and run for all the people, meaning a representative government, of course. 11, do not harm a person of goodwill. Number 12, safeguard and improve your environment. Number 13, do not steal. Number 14, be worthy of trust. Number 15, fulfill your obligations. Number 16, be industrious. Number 17, be competent. Number 18, respect the religious beliefs of others. Number 19, try not to do things to others that you would not like them to do to you. Number 20, try to treat others as you would want them to treat you. Number 21, flourish and prosper. The code is not limited to negative prohibition actions that are bad, stealing, killing, promiscuity, illegalities, etc., but also to positive advisement of good actions, care for yourself, temperateness, respect your parents, aid children, truthfulness, safeguard the environment. Okay, these are good things too. The Way to Happiness forms the core of the Church of Scientology prison program, Criminon. Okay, now I'm not going to get into that. I could get into that, but I'm not going to. I was going to talk about the Charles Manson and Criminon and whatnot. Not important. It is also used in the Scientology affiliate program, Narconon, which is the drug rehabilitation program, which, mind you, actually does work. You can go to PubMed. Narconon actually does work, unlike so many of the mainstream methods. It's promoted by a number of celebrities, such as Nancy Cartwright, blah, 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 blah. Tom Cruise promotes it, of course. You can take courses on it. Okay. And we're going to move on here. If you're too cheap to buy the book, which I don't understand why you would be, but if you are, I own the book. I recommend other people own the book along with other books. But the Way to Happiness organization, or Scientology of Dorset, which is in, I suppose, Dorset, England, I'm not sure, has done us the favor of providing video clips in PSA format that covers all of the chapters of The Way to Happiness, so that you don't necessarily have to buy the book. Ta-da! This is the Way to Happiness website. You can order as many copies as you want of the book there and whatnot. There's free tools and programs, free online courses. Okay, there's other books involved with The Way to Happiness. Okay, and, things of that nature. And this is, again, the 21 precepts. So as I said, Mr. Hubbard had wrote down these 21 precepts. Take care of yourself, be temperate, don't be promiscuous, love and help children, honor and help your parents, set a good example, seek to live with the truth, do not murder, don't do anything illegal, support a government designed and run for all the people. Okay, do not harm a person of goodwill, safeguard and improve your environment, do not steal, be worthy of trust, fulfill your obligations, be industrious, be competent, respect the religious beliefs of others, try not to do things to others that you would not like them to do to you, try to treat others as you would want them to treat you, flourish and prosper. And that's the 21 precepts of the way to happiness, and this is the Way to Happiness website. And as I said, this might be the most immersive version of a completely healthy lifestyle. I do recommend watching the video PSAs that I just showed you. Hold on a second here. Now, of course, you should read the book, you should own the book, but also what you should do is you should watch these PSAs. They help to explain in a little more detail, just as the book does. So this is the description of it. And that's all for this video and this video series.